Today I'm going to talk about how to make a Padlet and how to use it in your classroom. One of the great things about Padlet is that it's basically a digital blackboard. So anyone in class, if you have a question that you want to bring up at the beginning of class, or if you want to check for understanding at the end, it's a great way to do that and to get kind of a big picture look at what exactly the class is thinking and everything. So let's jump into how to make a Padlet here. First thing you need to do is you need to go to Padlet.com. Once you get there, it'll have you sign up. But it's a free service. There is a premium service that you can get that has a bit more bells and whistles on it. But for the most part, you can just use the free version and get along just fine. Once you make your first Padlet, it'll actually come up with these options. And it'll give you an option to make a title, option to make a description. So you can go ahead and put in whatever you want there. As you can see, mine is My Awesome Padlet, made by Awesome Joe Possum. You can put in whatever you want there, and sometimes you can even make the kids laugh with that. And then it has a way that you can arrange it. So there's freeform, grid, and stream. Freeform means that wherever they post their posting, it'll go there and they can move it around the screen however they want. Grid always puts it in a nice orderly fashion, and then stream puts it in even more of an orderly fashion where it's like every time someone posts, it'll post above that person. So it's kind of like that Twitter stream or a Facebook news stream. It's the same kind of thing, just on Padlet. You also have wallpapers that you can choose from here. If you don't like any of the wallpapers that they provide, they have a whole bunch of them, but if you don't like any of them and you want to add your own, you can do that. And then there's also themes, like I said, for the premium users and everything for the premium plans. Down here are icons. You can use whatever icon you want. Right now I have a graph up there. But if I wanted to use a different icon, I can go ahead and do that. So I'll put like a basketball maybe up there. And then there's the attribution and comments section. Attribution basically means that the author must be displayed on all posts. There's also the comments, which means that people can comment on other people's posts. Now, with attribution, with students, you can choose to turn that on or off. I like to leave it off just because if there's a student that doesn't really want to be known for what they're saying, they want to remain anonymous, that gives them the option to remain anonymous. Those who don't want to be anonymous, they can always put their name in there. And so that kind of gives a little bit more freedom to all the students. For comments, I like to just keep that off for 7th graders because it can start a comment war. Some person says something that someone doesn't like, and then comments go back and forth, and it just gets all out of hand. So I like to keep that kind of turned off as well. Down here, you'll have the address for your specific Padlet, and you can just give that to the students when you want to go ahead and start your Padlet. And then they can just go to that website, and it'll be set up exactly how you want it, and they'll be able to do that as well. Also, these tags right here are basically to make your Padlet public and searchable, and it makes it a lot easier to find if you want people who are outside the class to find it. To go ahead and post, what the students are going to do is there's a plus sign down here, and then there's also, you can double click anywhere on here and just type whatever you want, and that's what I mean about it being anonymous or not. You can have them put in the title of the post, you can have them put their name there, so they can be like, well, I'm Rick, and this is what I have to say. And then as soon as they hit enter, actually you don't have to hit enter, you just click off of it, it becomes a comment, and they can move it anywhere they want in free form. And in grid, of course, it'll put it in a nice grid fashion. But yeah, so that's how it's used in Padlet. Also, a great thing about it is that if it is something that is inappropriate, you can always delete that post, being the person who created the Padlet. So that's Padlet. I hope you guys use that tool and that you enjoyed it, and have a great day.